Show.
Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting episode of Prestigious Talk Show. My name is Faith Adodo, I'm your regular host. Today live in the studio I have three wonderful guests that will be joining me to discuss the importance of time. But before we start, I would like them to introduce themselves. Alright, please introduce yourself to my audience.
So my name is Chenelle Imade and I'm 15 years old.
Okay.
My name is Omorodion and I'm 17 years old.
And my far left.
My name is Britney Imade and I'm 16 years old.
Okay, perfect. So we are going to be discussing the importance of time, why time is essential in our life. How do we use our time? What do we need to do in order for us to manage our time more effectively? So I have these guests. They are young ladies. They are going to be helping us to dismantle this topic today. All right, sit back and enjoy this discussion. So what is time? How do you spend your time? For me, I associate time with life. Time is money. Time is everything. How do you spend your time? Because we all have 24 hours a day to spend. How well do you utilize that time? So, before I digress, I would like to give you a quote from a wonderful thinker. His name is Gresham. He said, all that really belongs to us is time. Even he who has nothing else has that. Powerful. All that belongs to us is time. People that have nothing have time. They have 24 hours. We have 24 hours all over the world. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, whether you're young, whether you're old, you have 24 hours to utilize. So how well do you spend that time? So stay tuned as my guests will help me dismantle this question. So how well do you spend your time? I want you guys to come in. Yeah.
Okay, so for me personally,
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes I waste my time doing stuff that are unnecessary. Like procrastination is something most people go through, and I tend to do that a lot with assignments and stuff like that. A lot of the time I could be putting into some assignments, I tend to go on social media or watch TV, but I think that's kind of natural. But social media also plays like a big role in people wasting their time on unnecessary things. And I am working on spending my time doing more important stuff, like homework or future stuff, but yeah, it is what it is right now.
Okay, so at least you've acknowledged the fact that social media is also part of it.
And takes part in like procrastination, which is basically the main reason for people wasting their time.
Okay, so do you think this will also speak to other youths out there who don't know how to manage their time, or who are not aware that they are actually wasting their time on something that is not, that is not productive?
Well, yes, because maybe this will show them that while we're watching, like for example, reality TV stars on TV, they're making money while all we're doing is just watching them. Basically, you're not making anything from doing that. Not that you can't entertain yourself, but are you really, they're using their time to do the shows for people to watch to make money. But if you invest all of your time watching them, what are you really gaining from it, right?
Perfect. I love that. At least you were able to highlight the fact that yes, it's okay to watch them, but you have to utilize your time wisely, right? Yeah. So perfect. So.
Okay, so for me, I was gonna say something similar to her because I feel like in this day and age, like we're millennials.
Yes.
And in our society or in our generation, there's a lot of distractions with technology, social media, and all this. So I just feel like I try as much as I can not to spend my time on social media. Like sometimes I know if I have an assignment because education will help me in my future, in a future job. So I would turn off my phone and give it to my sister and say, oh, don't give it to me because I know that I'll waste my time if my phone is turned on.
Okay.
So I feel like technology in our day and age is just on the rise. So it's the number one cause of us procrastinating and wasting our time. So I feel like it's important for us to get rid of these distractions and to focus on what we really want to do in life.
Wow, that's very powerful. I really like that. That's a tip right there on how to manage your time wisely. If you know you cannot manage it, you need somebody to also help you out. I love what you said. Sometimes you give your phone to your sister to help you with your phone. You're just trying to discipline yourself. Self-discipline. Perfect. Thank you so much. In here, why do you think time is important to us?
So, personally, I think time is important because we only have one life to live. We don't get this life back. So, everything we do as of right now, we can't get anything back. So, we have to use our time wisely and we have to think about it, be smart with our time, not waste our time because you'll never get it back.
Perfect. So, Britney, do you have anything to also contribute in terms of that?
Well, I guess time management is important because you'll be able to accomplish more in a short period of time. And with that, you can do more things, I guess. Or time management actually could lead to your success in the future. That's what I do.
And to add on to that, I think like some people like to complain like, oh, I can't get all this money, like complain about not being rich. But then in order to be rich, you have to be able to put time aside to get there because getting rich is hard, but also being poor is hard. So I think it's up to you to choose which kind of hard you want, right?
Oh, wow.
So it depends how you utilize your time. You can't complain about being broke, but not want to use time to get to where you are, basically.
Wow, I really like that.
Yes. So also, to add on to what she said, if you're complaining all the time, you're just wasting the time that you could have done to actually be successful. So,
wow, complaining all the time, you're actually wasting the time.
Exactly.
So instead of you spending your time to complain, you might, or likewise, just switch that time to make use of it, be more productive with that time that you are using to complain, doing the blame game. Why? That's powerful. I really like that. That's idea. We also have some adults. It's not just about youth or teenagers now wasting time. We have different people wasting their time, going to parties, going to club, wasting their time saying, oh, I can't accomplish this, I can't do this anymore, I have no time. And yet they complain they have no time and they are wasting time saying they have no time. So what do you guys think about that? What's your take on that? It can also apply to adults, youths, wasting time doing the blame game, not willing to put in anything. So I'm going to give a scenario.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I think for adults, like some adults might think, oh, I'm already old, there's no point in doing this, like I'm already old, like I'm running out of time in this. But I think at the end of anyone, like, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can become rich within a short period of time. Like, age doesn't determine. You could have wasted like 40 years, which is not, like 60 years, which is not good. Yeah. But in 2 years, you can become rich still. Like, you're never too old to do something.
Oh, wow, I like that. So even though you're 62 and you believe that, okay, I've wasted 60 years of my life, I want to quickly utilize this, small years that I have that is left.
Yeah, there's still always time, basically, to continue.
Yeah, that is really, really good. So if you're watching, she had just pointed out that even though you're old, and you believe that, oh, I'm old, I don't think I have time, I can't go back to school, I can start this business, I can't do this, I can't do that. You still have time. The time you spend thinking of all these things, you can use that time more effectively. You can still make something out of that small time that you have, instead of using that time to think of all the negative things, all the things that have set you back. So it is better for us to utilize our time wisely and use it well, instead of complaining and doing the blame game, right? Yes. So I'm going to just use this, would I say, analogy or so. Let's say, for example, I have 3 of you here, right? And I give you guys $1 million to spend in a day. Yes, you're supposed to finish that $1 million. So tell me, what would you guys do?
Okay,
yes,
I'll
go.
have something.
Yes.
Because I want to be smart with my money.
Okay.
So, What I would do, I would invest in something. I don't know what it is, but I need to invest my money in order to grow my money, so that in the future it would be more. Maybe do donations, send money to family members, of course, but investing my money, I think.
Okay, and I said that $1 million, you need to really spend it. We don't want anything left, because you only have 24 hours to spend it. So, Britney, what will you do with your $1 million if you're giving $1 million to spend in 24 hours? And if you don't spend it, I am going to take it from you.
Okay, I can easily do what Amy said. I'll invest the money because I want to make more money. I wouldn't necessarily spend it. Because sometimes when you have the money in front of you, it might seem like you'd be talking about it like I'm going to spend it like this, that, but when it comes, it's like overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I would try to do the right thing, be smart about it, and invest my money. That's what I would do with everything.
Okay, invest your money. Okay, fair enough.
Honestly, same. Like, I think that's the smart answer to do is to invest your money. But some people actually wouldn't think smart enough. They think, okay, this is my chance to enjoy a once in a lifetime thing to enjoy, and they'd spend it for the day, but they would forget about the future kind of thing.
Okay, so
Yeah, you know?
how do you guys now relate that to the 24 hours that you're giving?
Time is money.
Yeah.
If you invest your time wisely, you gain, like, the outcome is always great.
Okay.
It's like, I basically leads to success. Sorry, my bad. It leads to success, I personally think. Because all those people who invested their time, money, although it might have took time, like for the rewards to like the prospects to show, eventually it revealed itself. Like you see the results, right? Like for example, what's his name? Tyler Perry. He invested a lot of time, a lot of effort into his movie making, but people did not recognize him. But he didn't give up. He still continued to invest time, his money, and at the end of the day, now he's like a multi-billionaire, millionaire.
Wow!
It's because of that hard work, the time and effort he put into what he loved and what he believed in. So I guess when you're able just to utilize your time wisely and actually think about something that you know that you want and you believe it can bring out something big, you can do wonders with it.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
So I was gonna say how time and money, they're related in a way that they're both valuable. So when you think of $1 million, you think, oh, this is so valuable, but it's actually the same thing as time. No one really sees that as that, but time and money, they're equally as valuable. But once you hear the $1 million, you think you're very shocked. But it's the same thing as time. If you waste your time, it's like you're wasting that $1 million. But wouldn't everyone like to have $1 million?
Of course, that's
so.
I feel like a question everyone should ask themselves when they're wasting life, when they're wasting their time, for example, like God forbid, like if you found out today was your last day to live, you know, would you be satisfied with the way you spend your time? Would you be, like, for example, compare someone who spent their last hour of living watching TV versus someone who probably did like good work and everything. Would you be satisfied with the way you spent your time?
Wow, that's a question for you out there. Chenelle has just asked you a question. That's a very critical question that you've asked, and I love that question. So I want you to think about it. How do you use your time? Are you using it productively, or are you wasting your time? It all boils down to how we utilize it. For me personally, I associate time with life. Why do I associate time with life? Immediately we are giving birth to our time starts ticking, right? Let's say you were giving birth on the 31st of December. That is the day you came to this earth, and your time will start ticking right away. So from that day, you'll be celebrated. You have your age and everything. So when you have age to know how to utilize your time and you don't spend your time wisely, that time will be wasted. So that is why I associate time with life. Again, our time, immediately, as I said before, we are giving birth to, our time start ticking. You grow according to the time. You know, you grow a day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks to a month, from a month to 6 months, from 6 months to a year. You start to develop. You start to transition into different phase according to time, right? So time is very precious. Our time is precious. That is why I feel time is life and life is time. Time is money and money is time. So they are valuable. We have to hold on to time and utilize our time wisely. It is very, very important how we spend our time. I want you to think, how do I spend my time? We started the year 2018, January 2018. Today is 31st of 2018. We are shooting this video now. The last day of the year. This video was shot purposefully for us to discuss this time. It's very crucial. The year started 1st of January. Now we are the last day of the year. About to transition into 2019, crossover. So ask yourself, how do I spend my time? What did I do? So I will now leave the rest to my guests to help me unpack. We have New Year resolution. We are almost transitioning into 2019. Today is the last day of 2018. So how can people manage their time? Most people will say, oh, New Year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But I will leave this question to my guests to help me unpack. People do so many things. They said, oh, New Year, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. How can they manage their time?
Okay, so what I noticed is like this pattern of people every year constantly saying, oh, this year I'm going to change this, I'm going to do this. But what they don't realize is they started for like the first month, and then as the year keeps on going by, it starts getting decrease, you know? Like, and they start forgetting about their resolutions, and they don't pay as much attention to it. And by the middle of the year, the resolutions are basically garbage. I think people should, if you're going to make a resolution, do one that you can stick to. If you know you can't stick to it, then at least try to like manage it somehow, some way, instead of making it and then slowly deviating away from it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. I think that people should have a game plan instead of just writing down what they want. You should actually say, okay, this month I'm going to do this, next month I'm going to do this, because you can't just write something down and say, okay, I'm going to do it. You need a game plan. You need a schedule. What am I going to do every day from this time to this time, so that they're really motivated to do what they wanted to do.
Yeah. Personally, I think it doesn't even need to start in the new year. You should start as soon as possible, because it's not just easy for someone to just like say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this, and then just do it. It's easier said than done, you know? Because people, I see on social media, new year, new me. Like, when I see that, I'm like, okay, good positivity, but it's just so unrealistic. They're like, I'm cutting this person off, 2019. You know, like, you just have to somewhat be realistic. But at the same time, you know, you can slowly start by like she said, you know, organization, like making those little common notes, be like, okay, this is year I want to do this, and actually setting that goal and trying to achieve it, like wanting to really achieve that goal and make it something that comes to pass in the new year. Like, for me personally, the reason why I stay organized and I'm able to do my stuff is because I write down what I'm doing, and after I'm done, I check it off. And it actually feels good when you do it. Like, you feel accomplished somewhat. So yeah, I personally think, I know it's a New Year's resolution, but like, you can start now. Like, it's not too late. It's December 31st, start now. And go into the new year already having something halfway done or almost done.
To add to what Britney said about starting now, like, there's this little saying that always like kind of motivates me to continue what I'm doing. And it goes like, a year from now, you'll wish you started today. So if you think, like, if you feel like procrastinating what you want to do, think from a year later, is it going to be worth it? Like, aren't the rewards that are going to come from it are going to be, like, better? Like, if you keep on procrastinating, say, I'm going to start next year, that year that you procrastinated to, you could have started the year before, and you basically,
Wow. So basically, from what I hear you guys, every one of you saying here, three of you, is that a little drop of water make what? The ocean. Yeah, you know, just a little drop. Before you know what's happening, becomes so it doesn't matter how. All you need to do is just to start. Just make that change.
The journey starts with a step.
Start that change by utilizing your time wisely.
Even if it takes time.
Even if it takes time, let's start.
Because when you plant a seed, it doesn't grow right away. It takes time to grow, you know what I mean? You have to water it, feed it, and nurture it, just like your dreams or whatever.
Wow, I'm really inspired. Am I not? Yes, I am. Yeah, it takes time. I've been, this prestigious talk show, let me announce to you, it's going to be 6 years in February. Yeah, I have been doing this show for a while. Yeah, and trust me, because of the passion I have for this show, I love it so much. I invest my time. I've not made nothing. I haven't. I'm happy. I have invested time. I've invested everything on this show. But some people will think maybe I'm just joking. I am playing. I'm investing my time right now on this show. But hopefully, one day, it's going to pay off. That is my belief because I have put in more time. My efforts, and everything. A lot of people, they've also helped me to put in time, to ensure that this show comes to reality, right? So one day, it's going to pay off. As you just said, you mentioned, when you plant a seed, you have to nurture it. You have to water it. It takes different process for the seed to grow. So I planted my seed almost 6 years now, right? February prestigious talk show will be 6 years old. I planted this seed. So my prayer and one day is to see this show go everywhere worldwide and be big.
Even if you look at people like Ellen or Oprah, they started their shows like multiple times. And for Oprah, she started her show and they said it wasn't good enough. They closed it down. She started again. They closed it down. For Ellen, they kept on closing hers down too. Wow. And then all of a sudden, after years of constantly getting closed down, told their shows were not good enough, both of them eventually were successful.
One of the most successful.
Yeah, one of the most successful talk shows.
And also a thing about time is, sorry to cut you off, also a thing about time, there's time for everything. Sometimes someone else's time is not your time, just like we all have our own destiny. So maybe at that time that they weren't successful, it was for a reason. Maybe if they made it, it would just be a quick shot and then go down. It won't be recognized again. But when they finally came up, they stayed up, and now they're up, and everyone watches them worldwide. So everyone has their own time. So you have to keep on believing and still
don't quit.
Yeah, never quit. Keep on believing, and just know that it doesn't matter how long you wait. Eventually, that time you wait will pay off.
And I think that's what discourages people because people will see successful people on Instagram, people on TV. Oh, they're successful. That's never gonna happen to me. But you didn't see them when they first started.
Exactly.
You don't know how they started. Maybe that took 10 years. Now that you're seeing them now, it just looks like
basically most celebrities actually they say that they started off really rough. If you actually listen, a lot of these celebrities said they had very rough starts. I know this actor that said like 13 times he got declined for acting things, and then the 14th time where he's about to stop, he just got accepted and he became a big actor. I forgot his name.
So what if he didn't?
Exactly.
So
the one time you could be saying, I should, just forget it. That could have been the time that you could have actually made it.
Breakthrough.
Yeah, that could have been, basically.
Thank you so much. You ladies are wonderful. Trust me, I'm inspired. I am not lying. I'm inspired. I am really inspired right now. The way you guys unpack what time is and how you associate it with everything, oh my God. I couldn't have asked for more. And trust me, I would love to have you guys back here on prestigious talk show. You guys are wonderful, really, really wonderful, beautiful young ladies. And intelligent, not just beautiful. You guys are smart, beautiful, smart, and you guys articulate things very well. I am super proud of you guys. So I'd like to have you guys on prestigious talk show. And you've heard from Chenelle, Amy, and Britney. Please utilize your time wisely and do not quit. We have to use our time wisely, efficiently. Time is life. Time is money. Time is everything. We have to value our time. Don't waste your time. You don't have to waste time. Please ensure that after watching this video, share this video. It might help 1 or 2 persons to transform their life. Okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, Amy and Britney, Chenelle, for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I would like to have you guys back. And thank you guys for watching. I remain your humble host, Faith Dodo. As we always say, remember, you are not alone. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Bye bye. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.